Spider-Man versus Batman. Who wins?
You've got to be kidding me.
For once, I have to agree with Joe. I mean, I thought you were going to ask something less obvious, but Joe, would you like to take this one? Go ahead. Tell him how great Spider-Man is.
Batman wins
Oh, geez.
every time.
You're one of those. I mean, do we really have to get into this? Can't you ask us about someone less popular, like Rain Man or Blank Man, perhaps?
Yes, because he's afraid of the truth.
No. It's because I don't want to spend forever trying to explain to a fanboy that Batman can be killed, and quite easily, I might add.
Ha! Spider-Man's just a little boy. Batman is a billionaire. He has access to all kinds of weapons and equipment and vehicles. Plus, he's been trained in more than 100 different martial arts.
More than 100. Wow, is that so?
That's right. And that includes boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu and wrestling and judo and taekwondo and karate and kung fu. He even knows Shaq Fu and Bruce Lee Fu.
I believe it's called Jeet Kune Do, Joe. And Shaq Fu is just the game.
It doesn't matter. Point is that he knows it. And that's just to name a few, Jack. How many martial arts does your Spider-Man know?
He actually borrows from a number of different techniques and created his own art called The Way of the Spider, and it can defeat all those other styles with ease.
So he only knows one style is what you're saying. Looks like Batman wins the martial arts category.
He doesn't need to know martial arts because he has spider sense and can literally dodge any attack at all, and I know this to be true.
All Batman has to do is study the way Spider-Man moves and fights. He'll analyze his fighting techniques to look for a weakness
Joe,
and exploit it.
Joe, do you really think Spider-Man is just going to wait across town while Batman concocts a plan to defeat him?
Yes, because he's young and stupid. He doesn't know any better. He's too busy getting high with his friends.
Wrong. Peter Parker's a great kid, and let me tell you, he doesn't do drugs. He just doesn't do them.
Yes, he does. He's in love with marijuana, but Stan Lee couldn't put it in the comics because kids read it. So instead he wrote her in as a girl and called her Mary Jane. That's why he's always on rooftops and swinging everywhere. It's because he's trying to show you he's always high.
Wow, that's very deep.
You know what else is deep? Spider-Man's ass crack, after Batman shows his foot in it.
That's nice. Very good, Joe. You're as corny as you are delusional.
Yeah. You know what else is corny, Jack?
The tip of Batman's boot when he pulls it back out.
That was a lucky guess.
Spider-Man will literally clench his butt cheeks and rip Batman's foot clean off.
Wrong, Jack, because he'll be fighting Spider-Man with the same armor he fought Superman with.
Superman was weakened by kryptonite, Joe. Spider-Man has no kryptonite.
Wrong again. He can be drugged with numerous chemicals, and they can be turned into a cloud of gas. Something that Spider-Man won't be able to dodge so easily.
And how long will it take for Batman to create this poison and this new armored suit? How much time should we give Batman to prepare?
The suit's already made, Jack, and so is the poison. It's all sitting there, just waiting for the right occasion. That's what makes Batman so powerful. It's because he's always prepared.
No, he's not powerful. He just runs away and hides and hopes that his enemies fight him on his terms. Spider-Man doesn't need to do a book report on who he fights. He improvises and wins.
Plus, you're forgetting, Batman's a detective. He can figure out who Spider-Man is easily. All he has to do is trail the kid who takes his pictures.
So Batman needs to do a sneak attack on Peter in order to kill him. Very interesting. No fair fight for poor Peter. How nice it must be to be a coward.
He's not a coward. He just has options. If you fight Spider-Man head to head, it's just Batman being nice.
Want to talk about being nice? Spider-Man is so afraid of killing people because he's so strong that he has to pull his punches, because if he didn't, his fist could obliterate anybody with a single strike.
Sounds like he's afraid of his own strength. Something else Batman would take advantage of.
You have all the answers, don't you, Joe?
Plus, Batman has the Batwing and the Batcycle and the Batmobile. and they got all kinds of weapons and gadgets on board.
All he has to do is web up the tires.
He'll be too busy dodging. The Batmobile will be shooting nerve gas and missiles and bullets and all kinds of hell.
He won't be using bullets. Batman is a pacifist. That's not his style.
He used them against Superman in that Batman versus Superman movie. Look it up, Jack.
My guy would literally pick up the Batmobile and throw it in the trash where it belongs. Spider-Man doesn't need gadgets to win.
So how come every time I read a comic, there's always that click-clack, click-clack? Where's that coming from?
Well, that's his
Click-clack, click-clack, click-clack.
that's his cartridges running out of web.
And there you go, gadgets.
Spider-Man is just as dangerous without his webs.
Batman wins.
Slow down, Joe. Even without his webs, he still has all his abilities. Super strength, super agility, spider sense, superhuman speed. He can still climb on walls and can literally punch a hole through Batman's chest.
Oh yeah, well, my boy's a genius.
Here we go. Do you even know what you're talking about?
Yes, I do.
No, you don't, but go ahead, get the words out.
Batman's IQ is 190.
190, I
That's
see.
190. It's true. You look it up, Jack.
I'm not doubting you, Joe, but what you failed to mention is that Spider-Man's IQ is 250. How convenient. How convenient that you left that part out.
Yes, but
Unbelievable.
that's not battle IQ. We have to think of everything here, man. That man has been in more fights.
Spider-Man has battle IQ too. It actually runs in the family. Peter Parker's dad was a special forces spy.
Batman's dad can kick Spider-Man's dad's ass.
Spider-Man's father died in a plane crash, Joe.
That's right. Batman's dad died too. And he's kicking Mr. Parker's ass from cloud to cloud.
Well, first of all, I doubt Thomas Wayne went to heaven, okay? He was a corrupt businessman with proven ties to Carmine Falcone. Just because he donates to charity and loves his son doesn't make him an angel. Second of all,
That was never proven.
yes it was, it's common knowledge, and it was even brushed up on in the new Batman movie, the one with Robert Pattinson. Maybe you should look it up, Joe.
You don't think I'd watch that? Falcone tells him that. You're gonna take the word of a criminal?
No. It wasn't just him. Alfred admitted it to Batman when he was in the hospital.
Come on, man. He didn't know what he was saying. He was high on painkillers.
Second of all, Peter Parker's parents aren't dead. They were prisoners and were held captive for years until they were finally released. I tricked you.
I was just about to say that, I swear. But you keep talking. I can't get a word in edgewise.
Wrong. I tricked you again, Joe. Those weren't his real parents. They were LMDs, or life model decoys.
Model decoys.
Sent by the enemy to mentally torture
Tortured
Peter.
Peter. See, I was just about to say all of that. Every single word.
Sure you were, Joe. You know, it's a shame. You truly know nothing of comic book lore.
I know lots. I just don't follow the lies of losers.
You can say what you want, Joe, but the bottom line is, my boy wins.
Well, Batman has a bigger penis. It's true.
Unbelievable. Where are you getting these facts from?
It's true, Jack, and you could look that up. It was in the comic book Batman Damned, #1, and it was massive. It was like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, only upside down.
Well, I'm not sure how that helps, Joe. If anything, that's just a bigger target to hit. And quite frankly, having a smaller penis probably helps with Spider-Man's acrobatic maneuverability.
Oh, really? And how's that?
And you know what? It probably gets him more chicks as well, because everybody knows all women enjoy small penises.
That's a lie.
No, it's true. Women tell me this all the time.
Well, every woman I've ever had told me they hate it. Trust me, they don't. Well, wait a second. So, who won?
You did, Joe. As always, slam dunk.
I told you, Batman always wins.
Thank you for your time, gentlemen.